I'm not sure why me and clips have developed this toxic relationship, but see, it makes my forehead look bigger. Anyway, okay, so this is the finished look. Welcome back, friends. It is Lauren, the Soap Push, and it is time for another wash day. I still have this on. I just been busy. Look, it's all one lump of hair. Okay, anyway, that's what I wear when I work out to like help keep my hair from just wilding out, you know. And so yeah, that's why I still have that on, because I worked out earlier today. I know y'all want to know all about this, I'm telling you. Anyway, I worked out. Actually, I worked out every day since I did this refresh. Yeah, that's what it is. And most of my classes are like later at night after work. And I'm just massaging my scalp a little bit. You'll have to excuse me. So I put that on before I leave. My hair feels soft. I leave it on until my hair dries. And then usually I take it off and then tie it up my usual way that I like to do for a wash and go. I have that little process in a video already. It's like 5 days in my wash and go. So yeah, I shall provide that so you can check it out. It's easy, but nonetheless, that's not why we're here today. We're here because it's wash day today. So here's a 360 on where I'm ending up. I really want to take this hoodie off because it's like cumbersome and annoying, but I'm cold. I'm so tired of being cold. I'm gonna take it off anyway though because it's annoying. I'm going to start off with my hot oil treatment. I didn't fill up my water bottle. Pause. All right, I'm back. So I'm just gonna spray a little water on this hair right here. I'm gonna split this down the middle. This is the only time I throw a middle part in my hair. Never when I'm styling it, I assure you, because it looks horrid on me anyway. I'm splitting this down the middle. So yeah, I did a bunch of working out. I actually didn't know what my hair was gonna look like when I got it from under that, I don't know what to call it. The thing. I don't know what it's called. Because today, so Thursday was high intensity cardio, kickboxing. It's not real kickboxing, it's cardio kickboxing. I was just trying to get my steps in. I did some more cardio, not high intensity. Not high intensity. What is that? What you be talking about? Not high intensity. It's more of a slow burn. And then, well, I danced Wednesday, but that didn't have nothing to do with this hair because I still had the other hair. Because that was day 4. It doesn't matter. Anyway, my point is I'm tired. And also, let's see, this is day 3 of this hair, which is when I did my refresh. Today, they did a dance-a-thon at the Y. I'm obsessed with dancing. I love dancing up and dancing since I was kindergarten, probably before. So they did a dance-a-thon. It was like 2 hours. I danced most of it. They tried to kill us. Anyway, so people don't understand. Dancing can be very taxing and tiring. They're like, let's put some jumps here and some more stuff there. I'm like, no, it was really nice and fun, and I enjoyed it. And I didn't think my legs were gonna work. After the class, I walked in, thought I was gonna have to be carried out. I might have told some people that. I have this one section here that I'm going to start on. I like to part it down the middle and then work in 4 sections, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. So here's my first one. I don't know why, but I always start with this section right here. And then I do this back, and then I do this front, and then I do this back. And I don't know, that's just some OCD nonsense. That's all I got for you. I like to moisten the hair. It's not saturated by any means. And I'm high porosity, so my hair just trying to eat it up anyway. I take my hands and I just like rub the product. This water. Girl, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. You have to excuse me. Now I'm going to take Acute anointing. That's what I like to use for my hot oil treatments. What am I doing with my hand? Anyway, so the lid's not open. The applicator tip is not open. And what are you doing? Holy cow. Okay. And then I take it and I just dump some onto my scalp. Often too much, and it starts running down my face, which I find annoying. So then I take my fingertips and I just rub that in and give myself a nice massage because it feels really good. You guys, I just want you to know my hair has grown a bunch since I trimmed it in September. I was looking through some videos. Like, I think I had just looked at the footage from the refresh I just did. Yeah. And I just, looked at it, okay. Then I happened to, no, that's backwards. That's not what happened. Start over. Okay. I had been on my Facebook because I was going through and looking for like a caption. I was scrolling through and I saw where around September, October, I had washed my hair and I was doing the shot at the back, the gratuitous one I'm always talking about in the voiceover. And I was like, wait a minute. Because, when you look at yourself every day, I don't feel like you notice the differences. And so, like, I was looking at it and I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Because I'm pretty sure my hair looked way longer than that when I was just looking at the footage from the other day. And it was. And I was like, that's crazy. But I'm excited about it. So anyway, I'm just going to take some and not dump it all over the counter. I'm just going to apply it to the rest of my hair, especially targeting the ends in a prayer handsy type way here. We really want to make sure that we take care of our ends, moisturize our ends. The mids and the ends are, older hair. The ends are your oldest hair. They tend to be more dry and brittle and finicky. So we want to have the utmost care when we're working with the hair and make sure you get as much moisture into them as possible. And also this process does help to get out some shed hair. I really do feel like it's important to get that out. I feel like it contributes to additional tangling, and it's just best for it to be gone. It don't want to be there, let it go. And then what I like to do is put it in a bantu knot. And the reason that I like to do that is because it just so nicely gets the hair out of the way, and it fits better under the caps and scarves and all that stuff that I put on it at the end once I get it all applied. So then finally, I just take a tiny bit of oil and rub it on my hairline, because my hairline, she just be wanting to disappear. She don't leave no letter, no nothing behind. Just gone. So I have been noticing that I've been faring a lot better when I just take that little tiny bit and just rub it right there at the hairline. Okay. So that's all I'm going to do on all the sections. I do like to just take the excess oils and just rub them on the next section. This is mostly just to, one, not waste it and not wipe the oil out all over everything that I'm touching, right now. Because. Anywho, so I'll be back once I get this all finished. Okay, so it's all done and up and all that stuff. And this is the little bit of shed hair I lost. So now I'm going to cover my head up with a few things. First, a disposable shower cap. And then this bonnet. My big giant scarf. I'm all secured here. The reason that I do all this is, one, I feel like it insulates it pretty nicely. So it really gets to percolating and all that other stuff up there while I'm sleeping, because I'm going to sleep with this in. And so I just feel like it does what it does a little better. Also, since I am sleeping with it in, I don't want it to leak everywhere, get even more on my damn shirts and on my bedding and all that other stuff. So this also helps to protect against that. So I'm extra tired. I'm going to go to bed. I will see you in the morning. Okay, bye.
Alright, time for one of my fabulous Soap Witch voiceovers. I know you've been waiting with bated breath here. No, I know you haven't, but whatever. I'm going to saturate my hair thoroughly. And the reason I thoroughly saturate my hair before I wash is because, one, my hair loves the water. Well, everyone's hair loves the water. But also, aside from that, it just makes it so that whatever product I'm using on that saturated hair distributes so much better and easier, and so I can get great results while using less product. That's a win-win as far as I'm concerned. And also, I just like the gratuitous shot of the back of the head, and also it just helps me see, how far my hair is coming along. So that's Wonder Whip shampoo. That's how much I'm using on this first wash. And so I stick my hair back under the shower head and just distribute the product between my hands evenly. I'm not trying to lather it there. I'm just distributing it between my hands so that I can rub it all over my hair on each side in a nice equal manner. And then I'm going to go in and massage my scalp with my fingertips while I get that delectable lather going. Okay. And I wash the tops of my hair, the roots, and I leave the mids and ends mostly alone because I have been finding personally that doing it this way has helped me retain length. And that's a big part because the mids and the ends are older hair, drier, more prone to damage. So I just take the nice, wonderful lather that I've created and drag it down the rest of the hair, and that's how I get the rest of that clean. It's been working really well. I don't know how long I've been doing it, 6 months? Don't get me the line. Anyway, I like to take my hands and squeeze out the product while I rinse it out to help move the process along faster because I have zero patience. And that's how little I am using on my second wash. I only do a second wash when I do a hot oil treatment, which is most of the time. But when I don't do a hot oil treatment, I just do one wash, and that works perfectly well. So again, just moving through, same process as the first time. Look at how delicious that lather looks with just that tiny amount of shampoo. So going through and squeezing that out again, not only does it help get the rest of the hair clean, but I just really enjoy playing in it. I might enjoy things in the way of a small child, but I don't really care if you judge me. All right. You gotta have the things that you enjoy in life no matter what. And so that's where I am with it. Wash day is my self-care day, and so I'm just going to enjoy it to the fullest. So I'm just parting my hair or separating it in half because that's like how I prefer to apply my conditioner. So I just take one half after I've saturated all of it and put it all up and try to make sure I get all the strands. It's hard for me to see in here because I'm blind, and as you notice, I'm not wearing any glasses. Why can't I get that on my hair? Okay, sometimes you just could laugh at yourself. Anyway, so sometimes you may see me squinting or what have you, or missing things because I can't see, I'm blind. Anyway, so going in with Twilight Tempest deep conditioning hair mask. That's how much I'm using. Look at her, she thick. Anyway, I do the same thing, stick my hair into the shower while I distribute it between both hands evenly, and then I feel like it just gives me more control over how and where I am applying the product along my strands. I go from the top of the hair all the way to the ends, roots to ends. I don't actually put it on my scalp, but all the way up to the roots. And then now I've been doing this thing, it's maybe 3 or 4 weeks now, where I've been putting my oil on top. And I really do feel like it makes a difference. The hair definitely feels softer coming in with the brush because it is the best. I start on the ends and work my way up to the roots while I detangle. If I feel like they're very tangly, I will brush it against my palm to avoid creating too much tension and breakage. So I kind of baby my hair. I recommend you baby your hair. You gotta treat it gingerly and tenderly, show it that you love it. Okay, I'm being preposterous maybe, but I really do mean what I'm saying, in that you don't want to be too rough with it. When I detangle, I brush and then I follow through with a finger comb, and so I feel like I can catch a lot of the snags or focus on the areas I need to be in better. And some people say that the unbrush doesn't work for them, or they don't feel like it goes all the way through. Maybe because I don't have high density hair, I don't have that problem, but it definitely detangles my hair completely and fully. And that's another reason I go behind with my fingertips, because I can absolutely feel if an area needs a little extra work. But if both the brush and my fingers are going through easily, I'm considering that a job well done. So I usually leave the detangling of one whole side in unedited because I'm just showing off one, how well my conditioner works. All of my conditioners have excellent slip, and because of that, detangling is very easy with all of them, and it literally doesn't take me any time. I did not cut this. You've seen me go through all of this in real time. It used to take me absolutely forever and lots of pain and suffering to detangle my hair. Not really exaggerating, because I am tender-headed. Poor me. Poor my mom. Anyway, so not only does it give me an absolutely wonderful detangling session, but it also just really makes my hair feel so incredibly soft and moisturized. And that was a very difficult achievement for me, being high porosity, and I created this product for that purpose. But it also does work well on other porosities, because my son is low porosity. I just put him under the dryer, the hooded dryer with the plastic cap on. So anyway, going through, just finger combing before I go ahead and braid it up. And the reason I braid it up is just because I want to get the hair out of the way. No other reason. Now I'm just trying not to like re-detangle the same hair that I've already, treated and finished. So that's really the method to my madness there, just getting it out the way. And then next, after I get it all braided up, I am going to work on the left side and do things a smidge differently, just a teeny tiny itty bitty bit. That's me. Hey, left side's done. That's how much hair I didn't lose. Very little. And usually I don't put anything on my head, but I am going to put this plastic shower cap on, just to see, because I had seen from a stylist that says for low porosity hair you really don't have to sit under the dryer, but you could just put a cap on and just leave it on, let your body heat do the work, because that's usually enough. And so I'm like, well, I can put the little shower cap on. I usually don't do that. So I sat with this in my hair about 20-ish minutes. I usually don't sit for longer than that. Some people like to deep condition longer than that, but it's really not necessary. So now that I've done that, I've taken my hair down. I am going to rinse it out. I am cringing because I have run out of hot water. I think I mentioned that a couple times in this video, but I was like, oh god, the horror, let me get out of here. Anywho, so a gratuitous shot of the back of the hair. Man, I was looking at how much my hair has grown when I was looking at this footage versus some footage, even like from the fall. So I have started doing my leave-in conditioner in the shower on sopping wet hair, because people said that it was a good idea, people on the internets. And so, I be checking out their advice and following it for myself. And sometimes they be like, I'm never going to do that again. That was trash. Or I think I might be in love and I'm going to do it forever. So I'm still working on this one. But I think I do like applying my leave-in product, whatever it's going to be, in the shower. So here we are. My hair is looking lovely, delicious, healthy, and moisturized. And now it is time to style.
Okay, so let me just tell y'all, I don't feel like none of this today. Don't feel like none of it. And I was supposed to be doing some other random style that's not a wash and go. Let me tell you what I'm doing today. It's a wash and go. I ain't feel like it. It's like 4 o'clock. I've been done usually by now, and I'm like, whatever. Okay, so Soap Witch, and I ask you what you're doing, because I noticed that you're parting your hair down the middle. And you have spoken so many times of your aversion to that. And to that, I say yes. I indeed do have an aversion. And so I have seen some people on the internet, because I'm always on now. They doing this U-part thing. Y'all heard of that? I had not. And so what they do is they do the back first, the whole back, and then they come and do the front. In the front, they do a U part. And so it's sort of like you could wear your hair without any part. I want to try it because I liked it. My only concern is though, those people had like high density type hair, and I don't. Like, I'm pretty sure it's not low density, but it's not high density neither. But I want to try it anyway. And so, have our little experiment. So that's what we finna do today. So I'm gonna split all of this in half. And then when I get to the front section, I'm going to do the U part business. So like this is what they did. They did the back. Cross your fingers for me. Okay. Look at uh-oh. No. Oh my God. I'm not sure why me and clips have developed this toxic relationship, but I'm not going to throw a fit like last week. Like I seriously don't have hardly any clips left. Okay. Yeah, I need to go look for another brand though, because this is wild. I'm not never in my life. Maybe I should forget those and just use these. They, you know? And then I'm gonna take this half and split it in half again. That seems pretty good. You know, we ain't gonna eat food with that clip. I'm just gonna take one of these other ones right here. Now don't make a liar out of me because I'm gonna be upset. And just stick that right there because, okay, ain't nobody got time. I usually start on this side. Nothing makes a difference. Doesn't make any difference. I'm gonna put this up with one of these other clips. I don't trust them other ones no more. They have broken my trust. So also, I've been doing my hair in a lot more sections. Like I split it, you know, 2 top, 2 in the back, and then I split each of those in half. I'm not gonna do that today. And I meant to put some of my styling cream on here, and I didn't. So guess I'll be doing it just small, much smaller portions. I made a whole nother jar, and it's finally tropical fantasy fragrance. It only took me forever to run out. I am gonna add water. Even though it looks wet enough, it's never wet enough. I ended up rinsing my hair in really cold water. I probably did not mention that in the voiceover because by the time I get there, I be done forgot. But even if I did, well, I've said it twice. And so like, I don't know, my hair looks really moisturized. I don't like the cold water though, so I don't be caring, but just saying. Now that I've put more water in my hair, I'm going to do a little bit of styling cream. Little, tiny bit. You don't need much at all. And I'm just going to rub that in. I am doing the extra moisturized wash and go again because I love it. It was just moisturized last week. It wasn't extra moisturized. So anywho, I want to make sure I get all the ends nicely coated. Pay attention to those. I did used to kind of disregard them. We don't want to do that. So I'm using Slick Sorcery today. Gonna add more water. I just like to add water after every step. I can't ever talk. It just works for me. But look how my hair looks so good already anyway. It won't dry like that, unfortunately. I tried it. I'm trying to decide on how much I want to get out of here. I won't even say what shapes I think they are this week. I felt like last week it almost got me in trouble. So I'm using for this section back here. I'm going to make sure I rub it in between my hands. Warm it up and all that other stuff. And I just feel like it spreads better, more evenly, all that stuff throughout the hair. So the reason why I'm shrinking the sections is, I was looking at some old videos. I'm always looking at old videos. And I was looking back when I used to do the whole half of my head at one time. And I don't know. I'm wondering if it looked better then. Not to say that it hasn't looked good these last however months I've been testing this other thing out with the small sections, but I'm wondering if I just don't need that many sections. I'm wondering if my hair maybe likes or clumps together better with larger, oh my God, larger sections. So I'm just testing it out by still doing 4 sections, but not, oh, but it looks good. Okay. Yeah. I always am tempted to put a little bit more, and I am still, okay. But yeah, a part of me is wondering, because man, I was like, I like the way it looked with doing it in bigger sections. So I'm wondering how I will like it doing it in 4 sections. So not half my head, I guess that's 2 big sections, not quite the small sections that I was doing it in. I just want to see. Might be the best of both worlds or something. So that's looking really good. I'm definitely just going to leave that as is. Okay. Anywho, I'm gonna get this clip. I was holding my breath the whole time. Now I'm gonna do this other back section. Spraying water. Originally I did the lazy wash and go. That's what I called it because I just found out that I could get away with it. And my hair would still look good. And then I don't know, I just decided to be less lazy just to see. Because I watched a lot of other people do their different techniques with smaller sections, and their hair looked good too. So I was like, why not try it? And so, I mean, I didn't regret trying it. It's just that I don't know. I'll just be looking. I looked at the hair before, and I was like, I don't know, I might have liked it better, even though the sections weren't as small. We gonna see, y'all. We gonna see. I'm just like, oh no, I didn't do it right. I'm gonna have to rinse that off and start over. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, I was supposed to put the moisturizing styling cream. Yeah, that's it. On there first. Pay attention. Ooh, luckily I hadn't really put nothing on there. I love this stuff though. I remember when I made this stuff, it was absolutely one of my most favorite products. Because I like using creams and stuff to style anything but a wash and go. Well, I like it with a wash and go, but I need a gel on top of it. But I always use creams to style other styles without gels. And heavier ones, obviously, because I'm high porosity. Okay, now we're going in with the gel that I had to try to force back into this container. So very sloppily. Okay, I'm going back in with about what I had in my hand before. Okay. And I didn't spray it back down either. Well, whatever, we're gonna see. This side is less coarse and more forgiving, so it was really sopping wet, so we're just gonna see. We're just gonna see. Okay. So this is looking pretty good. I don't actually think I'm gonna add any more. That wet squelching sound. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know if you can hear it because sometimes the microphone like blocks out other noises, and so like you maybe can't hear it, but I hear it. It looks good. Okay, so I guess I could just put these two together. I just like to combine the hair together in a clip that I've already styled, so I don't be restyling the same hair. So now for the front, we're gonna try this U-part business. Y'all already know that I'm really not so good at parting, but we're gonna try it anyway. So you take the hair and like you gather some and you make a U shape. Does that look like a U? It's close enough. Okay, and then I'm gonna do the same thing. The person that I watched do it, that's not quite a U, but I watched do it. Am I gonna not get the U on this? Because I feel like I kind of did it on over there. Is it just gonna be close enough? I don't know. Yeah, it is. Okay. So we're gonna take this section and put that back up. We're not doing that though. Hold on. We learned our lesson. We're gonna do one side at a time now. I'm gonna do this section. Gonna spray some more water. The good thing about me doing less sections also is that it gives my hair less time to dry. And I'm not sitting there working on one section for a while. Just gonna do the same thing I've been doing. Add a little styling cream, we're not gonna forget this time. And add the gel. I have definitely found that raking and pressing works better. That's what I've been doing. I tried the brush styling. It was okay, but I just think that overall my hair looks better, clumps better with raking and pressing just with my fingers. But part of that I do think is just because the brush takes off too much product and I need all the product. And also, I was watching a stylist. His name is Linwood. His YouTube is something like Glam Fam something. He's on like all the socials, Insta, TikTok. I don't know if he's on Facebook, but he is on those. And I watched several videos actually, and they were fairly old, but for me, I found them to be still very accurate. I wanted to watch his video regarding hair porosity because there's so much back and forth, about does it matter, does it not matter? And are us lay people misunderstanding it? So the only thing that I think maybe that we're possibly doing wrong is the test. And it's not that we're doing it wrong, but it just might not be the most accurate test because it's usually you put your hair, like clean hair that doesn't have any product on it, in a cup of water, and then you see what happens. Does it stay floating? Does it float for a little while and then sink? Does it just sink? I knew what my hair was gonna do before I ever took any tests because I looked at all the descriptions for high porosity and I was like, thank God somebody understands. Because it 100% described everything about my hair. And so that's why I had become, like so vocal about what I felt like was the importance of understanding your hair porosity. And what it really is talking about is your hair's ability to accept and retain moisture. It also includes products. In a nutshell, low porosity. He likened it to like blinds. He actually went to his like living room or wherever it was and demonstrated with blinds, which I thought was brilliant. And so you see the blinds are all the way shut, all the way closed. It's like, your cuticle, and it's all the way closed, it's all the way sealed. No light can get in, but also from the outside when it's at night, no one can see light from the light in your house from outside. That's low porosity. And so that's moisture, trying to get moisture in. And also, once you get it in, though, it stays very well. And so just talked about techniques of how to open that cuticle like enough to get the moisture in. But ideally, he talked about that being like the healthiest type of hair because it retains moisture so well. And so products that are like more lightweight, which I already knew, lighter products, what I say, that's the biggest part of it. Like if you're using leave-ins, you want much lighter weight leave-ins. You don't want heavy creams or heavy products. They typically just sit on low porosity hair. Some people confuse their hair for low porosity because they may have hard water, and hard water kind of prevents your hair from absorbing. They don't prevent my hair, nothing prevents my hair. But maybe medium porosity people, it might keep their hair from absorbing water or moisture. And or something else. And and if you have a lot of buildup, because a lot of people are like resistant to, what are they resistant to? Washing their hair on a regular basis, or using like shampoos with sulfates or cleansing shampoos. But that's how you get, if you use a lot of heavy products, that's how you get them off. And so you're leaving that on your hair and then water can't penetrate. You might think you have low porosity, you don't. I really kind of think it's hard to be wrong about high porosity, but I could be wrong about that. Because there's been nothing that has kept my hair from absorbing anything. And also, that was how I found out what kind of work I needed to do to keep moisture. Because, honey, I was just like, man, it's rough out here in these streets. And the fluff and the frizz. Thicker products and layering products definitely kind of helps you with that moisture. And using cooler water when you rinse like your conditioners out also helps. So I did that inadvertently today because I ran out of hot water again. And so I rinsed my hair in cold water. But I mean, it did feel really moisturized. So anyway, there's different techniques, of course, and stuff that you can look at to just really understand further about it. But I'm gonna listen to this stylist. I feel like people that don't think it matters have either lucked up. I've said this before, I'll say it again. Have either lucked up on the stuff that works for them already, and so they just never had to figure it out, or they're medium porosity. And so, interestingly enough, he said that medium porosity people should actually treat their hair more like it's high porosity. And sometimes you can innately have high porosity hair like I do. I'm pretty sure I was born with high porosity hair. And my oldest son definitely, like when he talked about the characteristics, I could tell that he had it too. But like certain things can take you or change your porosity. Like coloring your hair can raise your porosity. And he said let me stop and trust myself. So like if you're low porosity, if you color your hair, you could go to like low or low medium. I mean, you could go from low medium to medium. And if you're medium, you could go from like medium high to high, or just medium to high, because coloring your hair, especially with like, those really abrasive, brighter colors, kind of damages the cuticle, which can make it act more like high porosity. Yeah, it can be high porosity just because you were born with that, genetics, or it could be, the way you handle your hair can also affect your porosity. It does matter as far as absorbing moisture, and absorbing moisture is the most important key of how to have healthy hair and long hair, because typically long hair will turn into healthy hair can turn into long hair if you want long hair. Everybody doesn't want that. So anyway, I watched some of his other videos talking, like he talked about hair typing, and I found that conversation really cool too, because a lot of people think that the tighter their coil, the more coarse their hair is. And that's not true either, because coarseness is more so related to like the size of your strands, how big or small they are. And typically people with the coiliest hair have finer strands, the finest strands. I was like, how fascinating. You'd have to watch this video to get more detail on that conversation. And that's why we're so prone to getting heat damage, because people think they have to use excessively high heat to get our hair straight. Now I'm going to move on to this front section where I'm gonna do this part up here. And so she did it to the front. So we're gonna do it to the front. Just gonna wet it again. This is my highest porosity hair. I bet this would be a great idea for people that have like bangs. I don't have bangs. I had thought about getting them some bangs, but like I'd have to find somebody to cut it, and then that's usually where that conversation stops. Put a little bit of cream in there. I usually saturate this front section with water and everything, just because this part is like really, it didn't even have a curl pattern. I say that every week, but it felt coarse to me anyway. Very hard to get it to define it. I got distracted by, hold on, because this is why I put this back. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna spray it again. I swear her part looked more dewy, but I don't know, I guess it's close enough. All right, stop acting a fool, girl. You see that? Okay. Of course you can. You're not blind. Anyway, I liked a lot of his conversation, and he also has a free hair guide that you can download if you're looking for more details on how to like have healthier hair, basically know how to style and take care of your hair. So she also raked from under like this, so I'm gonna rake from under like she did. So then she just kind of put it to the back like this. Alrighty, so I can take all these clips off, like I have so many, and we're just gonna see where we land. I'm gonna go ahead and diffuse. I'm gonna say I'm 80%. It's so hateful. I'm gonna say that I'm about 80% dry. Okay, but like from this end, I don't know if y'all seeing the way I'm seeing it. We get close up. The curls look good. I don't know if I did the U part thing right, but it's what it looks like. The idea is that since you don't have a defined part, you could like switch your hair however around your head you want. Like you could do a part this way, no part, whatever. So I kind of like that idea. So I just wanted to see, it makes my forehead look bigger. Anyway, okay. So this is the finished look. I think I might be a fan. I feel like it look better in this mirror than it do on this phone though. It is fun to be able to swap, because I swapped it over this side. I liked it better because I usually wear my hair this. Anyway, here we are. Close up, okay. And 360. So I think it came out good. I do think that styling my hair in bigger sections, I like it better. One, I don't think that styling it in any smaller sections looks any better, and it might look even better with bigger sections. Also takes less time. So, you know, I'm a fan of that. Let me know what you think about the style. Better, worse, just as good, just the same, can't tell a difference. Every product that I used today was Tropical Fantasy scented, and is linked in the description below if you are interested in checking them out. I also do a bundle and save type deal if you are interested in checking out multiple products. Also, I do offer additional fragrances aside from the tropical fragrance. I also offer lemon pound cake, an apple aroma, spearmint eucalyptus lavender, peppermint, and an unscented. And I also offer a hair journal. There's a link below if you want to check that out, but it's just a nice digital item that you can download, and that will help you to either start a new hair journey or take your hair journey to the next level, help you understand your porosity better, help you understand your hair, curl type better, and just help you with your goals, whatever they may be. So yeah, feel free to check that out if you're just interested or feel like you want some help with that next step. Also, today's lip gloss is golden brown. That's what it is. I cheated. I had to look to the bottom. A link for that below if you're interested in the lip gloss. And I am still playing around with resin earrings. These are the ones that I've been wearing them for a while. 3 years to be exact. And I've been playing around with just making different resin pieces again. So I do have a couple pieces that are still available from when I was making it before, and they're linked below as well. All of that being said, if you made it to the end of this video, I really appreciate you hanging out with me. I know time is our most precious commodity, and being willing to spend any of that time with me is definitely a privilege. So I appreciate you. If you got anything of value or were just entertained and would like to follow along with my continuous hair journey, please consider, what is consider? What? Okay. Please consider subscribing to my channel and clicking the notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. So that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.